Welcome to Nirvana, your trusted partner in sports travel, supporting athletes and event organisers for over 25 years.
Nirvana, I can't recommend them enough. We are staying in a beautiful hotel, got amazing travel, all being totally stress-free.
The guys at Nirvana have got me to pretty much every single race that I've done in my career, safe and sound and ready to perform on the day.
It's total peace of mind that anything you need, whatever, whenever, they'll hold your hand.
Nirvana is with you every step of the way.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for all of you. Today, we're here to present, and look, I'm the first one. And always being number one is a good message, it's a good signal. So I'm very pleased to be number one here and be the one who can choose the first position in the pontoon. So that's a good signal for me, thank you. Today, you will listen a lot of promises. You will listen a lot of things coming from us. But I would also like you to think about what we have delivered in the past for the sport of triathlon. But not only us as individuals. I would like you to think about what our national federations have contributed to our sport. So I hope you will see where are we coming from and what kind of things we have done. If I move ahead with my presentation, the first question I would like to answer is, why I'm running? Many people is asking me this. Why I'm running is because many national federations, including many of you that you are present here, have asked me to run. But not only you, not only the national federations. 3 presidents of 3 continental confederations asked me to run in front of their own candidates. And they decided to choose a European to run for the presidents of World Triathlon. So I'm very pleased of that. But when people were asking me, please run for the candidate for the presidency of World Triathlon, I asked back, but why do you want me to run? And the answer I receive is, look, we think you are the correct person because you have the knowledge, and you will provide the stability to this organization and be allowing to do the changes that we need to do. And also they highlighted that I have the connections and the knowledge of the International Olympic Committee and the International Paralympic Committee that will guarantee our future. So after that, I thought about this. And after asking and commenting with my national federation, I decided, look, I think I have the knowledge, the capacity, and the possibility to become a good president of World Triathlon. So that's why I decided to be today in front of you and running for the presidency of World Triathlon. But if I may, before, I would like to put in front of you what are my scale of values and how I would like the organization to run. For me, the most important thing and the key thing are our athletes and our national federations. We all have to work for them. And in a second level, we will have our organization, World Triathlon, with the coaches, officials, everyone, the volunteers, the local organizing committees. And last will be the people that we are working for this organization. So the priority has to be very clear. First is the National Federation and the athletes, and the last one will be the people that we are working for them. And these will be the values and the scale of values that I would like to implement in our organization. But coming on to my project, or the project that we have. As you have seen, I created a new brand, Together. What does it mean, Together? Together is the claim. Together is that my candidature is not my personal candidature. We are a team. We are a team working, and we are a team that we would like to drive the organization in the next years and to bring the best and keep growing the sport of triathlon. My goals are 10 goals. And the first one is to enhance the commercialization of our assets. We need to change. We need to commercialize much more our events, our products that we have, and we need to change completely the way we are approaching this. Second, we have to redefine our event structure. We have to do a whole revision of our events, including the different type of events that we have. And yes, the world has changed, the sport world has changed, and we need to do this revision. We cannot keep in applying what we have done successfully in the last years. I would like to promote the new delivery model that we implemented in the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games of Paris. It was a big success, and we have been recognized by the IOC, by the other international federation, the organizing committee, that this delivery model is a successful model for the future. We were one of the few international federations who did it. But I want to implement this not only to the Olympic Games, but also to our main events, that we will bring a different type of organizing the events. One of the key things is education. Education is a tool, and we have invested a lot, and we are going to invest more, because education will help all of you to educate your teams, your coaches, your officials, and being able to grow the sport locally in your countries. And this is a key goal that we have to enhance. As I mentioned at the beginning, we have to support the national federations all. Every national federation is different. We cannot apply common policies to everyone. And we need to bring all what you need, but understanding your specificity. We cannot apply the same to everyone. Every continent is different. How we will do that? We will do that increasing the presence of our continental confederations in the development. We cannot reach every part of the world from World Triathlon. We know we need the continental confederations to implement all our development policies, and they have to play a key role, and they have to understand the different goals of every national federation. In this sense, we need to change our operational structure. We will need to change how we work. We will need to change how we are structuring World Triathlon, because the new times require new structures, and this will help us to achieve what the goals that I mentioned before. One of the key things is our presence in the Olympic and Paralympic Games. We do not only have to be sure that we keep our presence there. We want to be ambitious, and we need to increase our presence there. We need to increase the number, the quota. We want to have more medals events. We want to have more athletes that will give the opportunity to other national federations to reach the goal to be in the Olympic Games. We have been integrated in the new e-sport Olympic Games that will take place in Saudi Arabia from next year. And triathlon has been in, but we need to develop that. This will bring a new opportunity for all national federations and new athletes. They will become Olympians. They will become medalists of the Olympic Games. And this is a new opportunity, and triathlon is in. But we need to develop. We need to be sure that we keep growing on that sense, because it's an opportunity, and the Olympic movement is moving towards that direction. And finally, my last goal, we have to make this sport sustainable. Sustainable from an environmental point of view, from a financial point of view, and from a social point of view. But not only sustainable for World Triathlon, it has to be sustainable for everyone, for the national federations, for the local organizing committees that are struggling these days to organize events, and of course for World Triathlon. We need to create this new model, which will be based on this commercialization increase and in case of our assets. And having seen that, what I would like to reinforce is the idea of my candidature, that is our candidature is a team working here. And I want to focus on 3 key items. First, stability for growing. We clearly know without stability, we cannot grow. If we have stability, we are ready to change and to start the changes next year. And as the IOC President Thomas Bach always says, change or be changed. We need to change what the sport movement is moving around. The second point I would like to highlight is the Spanish support that I have. My federation has been one of the ones who has organized many events and coming to support World Triathlon in the last year when it was really difficult to support. But not only that, today I can announce you that the Spanish government has guaranteed that they will keep the support of having the office in Madrid without any cost for World Triathlon as it is today. And the last thing I would like to highlight is the strong relationship that I have with the IOC and the IPC. As you know, I'm Vice President of the Court of Arbitration of Sport. I'm also the chair of the legal group of the Association of Summer Olympic International Federation. And when I commented with my colleagues and IOC members that I was running for this position, they told me this is the correct decision you are taking, and this is what we need in the Olympic movement. So I was very pleased. So as I said before, Together, a team for triathlon. Together means we are a group. Together means there is a team. Everyone is welcome in this team. And Europe, and I'm going to focus in Europe, Europe is very welcome. I'm European, and I'm very pleased that they have chosen a European continent to lead this group on this team. You can see there my new email address that you can reach me there is together@triathlon.org. Triathlon in Spanish, triathlon, not in English. So I'm very happy for that. And before I finish, I would like to thank my fellow colleagues for this, that we are involved in this competition, because the competition makes us better. Make us better to compete and make us ourselves to challenge ourselves and to propose good things and analyze what we have done. So I want to thank Ian, I want to thank Michelle, Mats, and Thomas for this procedure, this candidature that we're facing. But especially I want to thank Debbie, that unfortunately is not with us today, Sin and Antonio Alvarez for this process that we are doing. With this, I finish my presentation, and Chris, I'm happy if you can remind me the questions you would like me to answer.
Thank you, Antonio, and that was perfect timing, by the way, so well done. It was really just to get a flavour of your philosophy for the relationship with Europe Triathlon and World Triathlon, and whether you'd be looking to empower more of the continental confederations, and obviously by that would probably mean money, resources, and so it's.
So the first question is.
What's your philosophy? I mean, what is your thoughts on the relationship with the continental confederations and World Triathlon?
Okay, thank you. My philosophy is together, as I mentioned. What means together? We are one team. We are one family. To be honest, it's a little bit tiring to be this, that we are different. We are not different. We're one family together here. So we have to work together. For who? As I said before, for the national federations, for all of you. It's not that here or there what we do. We together, we have to work together to the national federation. Of course, as I mentioned in my presentation, I fully believe on the decentralization, and I will do all my best to guarantee the independence of the operations of all continental confederations. Be sure about that. But also, let's work together. We are one family.
Good, thank you. And moving on to another point is the continental championships. They are fairly sort of low down, the fourth tier in the terms of points for, and it's unusual for a sport where most sports have a world championship and then a European championships, and it gets a little bit confusing for national federation funders, the governments in national federations trying to explain the difference between our sport and other sports, and how and what might you be doing to try and change that in your term?
Okay, first, I'm a bit surprised that you consider the European Championship as the fourth tier. For me, the European Championship absolutely is not the fourth tier of our event structure. For me, we have the World Championship, yes, as the first tier, which is split in a series of events. But the second tier clearly is the European Championship and the other continental championship. For sure, it's not the fourth tier for me. So taking this as a first assumption that it is the second tier, we understand we have to look at that, and it's not the first time we try to implement. As I said, together we can work and we can build together and engage the level of the European Championship. That for sure, something has to be done. Something has to be done with the European Championship because it was something different before, and now we need to recuperate at least the level that we had before. There's not many things. We have to recuperate the level, and we have to find the correct solution. Again, commercializing these assets. This is one of our main assets, and this is something that we need to do. But we also have to differentiate the different regions in every continent, and every continental champion. For me, the continental champions, and especially the European champion, is the second tier, and the second tier of event, and we have to put it there. And this is the a lot of things to change there that sometimes we have commented.
Thank you. And just one final question that we had was, what would success look like for you personally? I mean, and if we can do it really quickly, because we're on the limit now. And so when you look back at your term, what do you think you would be proud of saying, your legacy?
I will be proud, and it's not we will be proud, the team will be proud if the organization grows, not the organization, the sport. We need to grow as a sport. We have a lot of opportunities, but there are some challenges, and we need to face it. But I think there are a lot of opportunities. I will be proud if the sport keep growing in the future, and we all work together. I will be very proud if we manage to work together for the sport of triathlon.